Welcome to Greg Hansen's Video Notebook, brought to you by Albertsons. I'm Star Sports Editor Ryan Finley, joined by the great Greg Hansen. Greg, we're here today to talk about the Pima County Sports Hall of Fame. Their 2014 class is announced today. Included in that group is a bunch of different people, but a couple who you wanted to talk about. Who sort of highlights this class for you?
You can't do much better than Michael Bates, because you can make a case Michael Bates is the singular best athlete ever in Pima County. Five-time Pro Bowler, won the bronze medal in the 200 meters in the Olympics. So start with him.
Yeah, it's who do you think is sort of a long-deserved guy who's getting in?
Well, George Arias, Pueblo High School.
San Diego Padre, George Arias, yes.
That guy was so good. He went to Pima College. They played for the national title in the final game. He broke Pima's home run record. Then he went to U of A and hit 23 homers in a year and broke the U of A's home run record and took him to the one game shy of Omaha. Then, of course, he played in the major leagues in Japan. I mean, really good.
George Arias back in the day, too, was one of those sort of can't-miss super prospect guys who'd hit 35, 38, 40 home runs in AAA. And it seemed like once he got to the big leagues, it just kind of never could make that next step.
The good thing about him is he's become a success in his life. He's back in Tucson. He runs a baseball academy and softball academy at High Corbett Field, and he's a terrific guy.
Right, and you've seen the man golf too, right?
Oh, the 16th hole at El Rio Golf Course is about 370 yards. He drove it.
Whoa.
I mean, that's Rory McIlroy territory. I think in the first year he did that, 20 different people told me, hey, did you hear about George Arias?
That's awesome. This is Greg Hansen's Video Notebook, brought to you by Albertsons. Ryan Finley here with Greg Hansen. Greg, talk to me about this class. It's what, a dozen or so?
Yeah, it's 12. What I like about it is the Pima County Sports Hall of Fame was started in 1990, and it needed to be started. Thank goodness for the people who put in the time and work. And now it's John Gleason, who coached Floyd Wells and South Point to state baseball championships. He runs that thing, and if anything ever happens to John, it's going to be a problem.
Because John's basically a one-man show there, in terms of he's organizing the press conferences, he's calling the media to make sure they're coming. I mean, he's really their jack of all trades.
He's got some terrific lieutenants, Tom Faust, former sports editor of the Star, and Pat Darcy, who is just a gem. And so those guys are really hitting it.
Wow.
You know, they've got 340 inductees so far in 25 years. And they probably have another 200 who deserve. There's just been a big backlog because there's been so much Pima County sports success.
Right. And of those 340 inductees, one of them is sitting right next to me. He's embarrassed, but Greg Hansen, what year were you inducted?
It was about 8 or 9 years ago. It was the same day Steve Kerr was inducted. You talk about coming in through the side door.
Well, that's my favorite story, though. Talking to your son is Tyler, a longtime Daily Star reporter and former high school sports editor here. He remembers that day. I mean, because Steve Kerr, who must have been every little kid's idol growing up in Tucson, Steve Kerr and you were both there on the same dais. Didn't Steve Kerr get up there and get kind of choked up, too? Yes,
he did, and I like that. And so did Ed Vosberg, who's as good a baseball player as Tucson's ever produced. He got more choked up than anybody, and that made it was a terrific day.
That's awesome. Was that, in terms of those kinds of things, was that one of the cooler moments of your sports career, journalism career?
Oh, right, yeah. I got choked up. I got up there and blubbered for about the first 10 seconds. It was. I'm glad my dad wasn't there to see me.
Very cool. As always, Greg, thank you for everything. Read about this in tomorrow's Arizona Daily Star. And visit us now at Tucson.com. It's the Daily Star's new website. Plenty of great things there for you to watch, including this video. For Greg Hansen, I'm Ryan Finley. This is Greg Hansen's Video Notebook, brought to you by Albertsons. We'll see you next time.